Okay, I'm back. It's weird. As soon as I got up to look at the smoke alarm, it stopped beeping. It's really weird. Oh well. Okay, so what were they saying? Oh, I better go to bed soon. I think I'll play one more little round and then I'll go. So, why the royal cucumber soup, of course. Okay. You cannot be serious. Cross my heart. But you must realize how ridiculous it sounds. Fix that. Okay. Like I said, underneath, the old king was a humble man. There it goes! Oh my gosh, is it beeping again? Why is it doing this to me? I hate that stupid thing. You're obviously pulling my leg. I am shocked and appalled by such baseless accusations. You're impossible, Tobias. Still, the meal is delicious. I wish I could come here more often. You can't afford that many comforts living with Camosa, can you? Would you believe me if I said that only now I'm beginning to understand your situation? How it changed after your father had died. We may be childhood friends, but I really don't know you that well, Cinders. Actually, I think there are some farmers and traders whom I know better than you. There is really nothing special to tell. My life isn't that interesting. For the most part, it's completely uneventful. Besides, we both know how my situation looks these days. I prefer not to dwell too much on this topic if that's fine with you. Of course, I didn't mean to spoil your mood. I know. You know what would make a really nice subject for a conversation? Yes? You! I bet that Tobias, the merchant, has some really interesting stories to tell. Somehow I doubt that, but alright, what do you want to hear about? His plans and dreams or his love life? Let's hear about his plans and dreams. If it's good enough, I might go for him. Remember how we used to fantasize about being all grown up? Remember you wanting to be a fairy, if I'm not mistaken. And you, a general of the king's army. But I don't want to reminisce. I'm interested in your dreams now. Dreams, eh? Well, there are all sorts of dreams, you know. There are those which you carry for a lifetime and those that vanish after 1 week. The latter type includes, oh please may the sugar trader come on time this month. But I'm guessing you're asking about the other kind, are you not? As much as I respect all the people who find the sugar market fascinating, I prefer to hear about your plans for a happy life instead. Happy life, now that's a nice topic and a really simple question. You know, I've grown up a bit faster than the rest of the children, leaving those childhood fantasies behind me. But I don't regret it. My adult dreams are simple enough. I like my business to be successful and I like to find a good wife, have children and eventually retire. Calm, happy, and secure life, that's my idea of happiness. Oh, I think I like him. Like, in real life, I would choose him. I mean, the prince sounds cool, too. I mean, you have to meet him and see, you know, what he's like. But, like, as far as things go, I would go for Tobias's. Like, his personality, like, is just right for the type of person I like. I want just calm and happy and secure life. At the same time, he's fun to be around and witty and stuff. So, you know, I like him kind of. Alright, I might go for him, we'll see. Without any regrets about not becoming a royal general? None at all. So, it's just riches and love. Yes, just riches and love. It may not seem like much or seem boring to you, but reaching such a goal still requires lots of hard work. I agree. I may never ride a white horse leading a host of my men into battle, but it doesn't mean I can't be happy. You know what? I am quite happy with the way things are, actually. Don't expect things to change dramatically. I'm content with that. I have an honest trade for honest people, and that's who I want to be in my life. An honest man. That's who I want to be in my life. Maybe you don't want things to change in a dramatic way, but according to what you're saying, one element of your plan is still missing. So which one would you choose if you had to? I'm sorry, Cinders, you've lost me there. Choose between what? between love and riches. Don't you know the stories? Sometimes you can't have both. Oh, I do remember the stories, and I think I agree with how they usually teach to value one over the other. Love. That is my choice. Money, rather the sense of security and peace of mind they give you. It is important. But no money in the world can give you the kind of love I'm talking about. Ooh, go on, boy! As for being alone and rich, well, you can consult your stories about how that usually turns out. The love that I want, that I dream of, is enduring. It's both tender and strong. It can shield you from the world like the best armor. Ooh. But will also give you strength to go out uncomforted, and it will provide you with a place to get back to once your battles are all over. That's exactly what I want! Where is Tobias in real life? Please, I just want him! Well, okay, I mean, I'm really big on money, so I might choose money over love. I'm just saying, okay, I'm just gonna be realistic with y'all. But having a guy who would choose love over money, and he's just like really simple like this, but he's still like just a cool guy, like he's like together. I like that. I want that. I want Tobias in my life. I want Tobias in my life. No money can buy you that. Well, Mr. Merchant, you seem to be very good with words. You speak about the things you truly care about. Or maybe just the things that I believe to be true. Maybe. I wouldn't know that. Apart from the stories I read, I don't have any real experience, neither with riches nor love. Enough about me. Now I want to hear about your dream. Don't have anything interesting to tell you, I'm afraid. I just don't know yet. Surely there must be something you dream of. I guess I made a habit of not wanting things which are beyond my reach. And the way things are right now, everything seems to fall into that bag. Doesn't matter. If I dream about marrying happily and having lots of children, or becoming the queen of the next glorious and just king, it's all equally unrealistic. So I prefer not to wish for anything, not to spend too much time dreaming. You shouldn't worry too much about it. I'm sure a young woman with your wits and imagination will find her path in life without trouble. I know you well enough to be aware of how strong and determined you can be. You'll find your goals, and you will achieve them. Thank you, Tobias. It is exactly what I needed to hear. It's not often that I get support like that from anyone. I see you finished your meal. Oh yes, it was delicious. Thank you, Tobias. Would you like to go for a walk, then? I can tell you're just as stuffed as I am, and there's nothing nicer than having a stroll after a decent meal. Besides, the town looks really picturesque in the evening. Have you ever had a chance to see it? Yes, it's very beautiful, I know, and strolls aren't very high on Camosa's list of things I should be doing. Excited then, let's go. Still, it's quite late. Are you sure it's safe to just walk around? Haha, don't worry. What could possibly happen? You're with me. Alright, Mr. Poet, let's go. Is he a poet? Why did she call him that? I don't know. Well, I guess we'll see. Please don't let us get mugged and then he can't save me. Then I'll be like, no, Tobias. Never mind. I'm going with Peralt. And his wife said, if you can't lie properly, at least have the decency to pay the poor man. I love when they do that, when they give you the joke right at the punchline and you have no idea what it's talking about. It's the best. I had no idea that you can even order such things at your store. Wait, what did he... Let me try this. What did he say? Oh, shoot. What did he say? His wife said, if you can't lie properly... He said, okay, never mind. That I thought maybe I could gather something from it. Never mind. Well, it is a general store after all. That's enough. I'm glad you liked my stories. Usually I can't really share them with anyone. Salesman's ethics, you know. His salesman. I didn't think about it. Salesman. You know what? I think I would go with Tobias. Because in real life, he's the type of guy that I like. Because, I mean, Peralt is nice. He's warrior-y. But, I mean, what can he give me in my life? I don't know. Okay. This sounds good. Tobias is the one. I don't know why I didn't try to go with him before. I need to get... Sometimes you have to get to know people. Even in games. So that you can know who you want to be with. Well, I guess I should really thank you for sharing them with me then. And thanks for this evening. I had a great time. Thanks for accepting my invitation. I'm glad we could talk and pick up on loose ends. I really missed talking with you, and I didn't even realize it. I feel like I've met this different person tonight. I learned quite a lot about her. Well, you know me very well, Tobias. That's what I'm trying to say. I didn't, at least not like this. can hardly compare the relationship we had as children to us talking now. Besides, that connection was weakened when your father died. Do you remember that? One day we were talking at least once a week, and the other you were the customer and I was the merchant. Those weren't the happiest of times. I couldn't tell you were suffering, but... Well, I could tell you were suffering, but wasn't even able to reach out to you. And after that, it just sort of stayed that way. We would only speak about groceries or how much money Camosa was willing to spend. You're right. It all changed back then. It's nice to talk again. I forgot how much I need it. Tobias, do you think I've changed? Of course you did. You used to be a girl, and now there is this clever and beautiful woman standing in front of you. Oh, tell me more about her. Would you say that she is also likable? Quite a lot, to be honest. Since we're being honest, I must say that you've grown up to be a very nice man. Now that is something this simple man is not used to. Flattery from a young woman. The next season collection isn't even out yet. I like him. He's good. I like this guy. Actually, I'm the one who got a real bargain this time. Thanks for agreeing to go out with me. That's not exactly accurate. It was a pleasure for me as well. So, it's hardly a bargain. More like a very fair and successful transaction. Okay, you guys, stop flirting and just say goodbye. It's sort of like, you hang up, no, you hang up, no, you hang up. Come on. But it's sweet, I like it. True, so I guess you should be going back home now. It's really late, and I'm sure you'd hate to make your sisters worried. Girl, you better not try to go over to his place. It's time to go now. You're right, we've been talking for hours. Gloria must be out of her mind by now. Which means that it's probably the last time you see me alive. As soon as I walk through the door, she would murder me using the first thing that's heavy or sharp enough. Like a poisoned blade, I always think she's hiding in all of that hair. Actually, she looks more like a candlestick type of murderer to me. She really does, doesn't she? Though I'm afraid she wouldn't be brave enough to do it unless Camosa would specifically order her to. Maybe that's for the best. It would be a shame to see you murdered with a piece of decor. You're so sweet. Or killed by a bear, for that matter. Would you like me to escort you through the dark forest on your way back home? I'm serious, Cinders. It can be dangerous at this hour. Now this is really nice of you, but I know the way well enough to easily evade the clutches of the big bad wolf. Alright, I won't argue with you. I really hope you'll have another chance to come to town soon. I'd love to see you again, you know. Yes, I'd like that. So, I guess this is goodbye for now. I really enjoyed our meeting, and... let's give him a little kiss, just a little one, and then go. Less talking, please. Come here, you. Ooh, so cute! I enjoyed this as well, immensely. Oh my, Cinders, this was very nice. You caught me off guard. I'm speechless. I doubt it was your first kiss, Tobias. If you're trying to play the innocent type, you must know that I doubt that refraining from kissing people is a sign of innocence. No, it's not like that at all. It's just special with you. Oh my goodness, my poor Tobias, are you actually blushing? I think I am. Is that bad? I'm just really happy. Oh, he's so cute. Well, if you're happy, then I'm happy as well. I'll make sure to come to town and pay you a visit as soon as possible. My lady, I'll be dreaming about that moment with every breath that passes through my lungs. Guys are so funny. And every coin that passes through your cash box. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. Of course, I wasn't thinking about your money when we kissed. Well, maybe a little bit. Have I told you about my taste for sapphires? You're incredible. I'm trying to be chivalrous here. Also rubies. Oh, those are nice too. She's so funny. Go already. Leave me to my pining. Oh, woe is me. Sir Gallant has met his nemesis. And she was a redhead. Take care, my dear Tobias. You too. I really will be looking forward to your visit. See you soon, Cinders. Woo! It's so fun. I'm so glad I decided to go with him. Okay. Oh gosh, Gloria's gonna be mad, but I got the things on her list, so hopefully she won't be too mad. I mean, it's not like, you know, there's anything like she needed me to do in the house. Okay. Home sweet home. I used to love returning home when my father was alive. I miss sharing the events of the day with him. Now it just seems like a grim prison, and my parole has just been revoked. Not to mention I'm probably up for a long talk with the jailer, seeing how late it is. You're back. Safe and sound, too, with no sign of having been attacked by robbers, wolves, or some such. Though I probably shouldn't be surprised that they didn't want you either. Sophia, charming as always. I kind of expected Glory to be here and try to reprimand me. It doesn't seem like her to just let such a breach of rules slip without a word. It does seem strange, doesn't it? I'm as surprised as you are. I thought there was nothing as important for her as taking any chance she has to mimic Mom's contempt. Oh, I can imagine it already. If Mom was here, she would tell you she would have a stick up your derriere like I do. Too silly. You're awful, and more importantly, off the point. What happened with Gloria? I don't know. She didn't seem that angry. More like sad, really. Both mean that she's not well at all, so I'm content either way. She was also bummed out she didn't even want to speak to you. So that's a bit of a disappointment. Her frustration and you getting yelled at, that would have made my day. Doesn't it ever occur to you to stop this? We have had a whole commotion free day. Can't you drop the act for just a moment and tell me how you spend your day of freedom? Oh, I wandered through the flowery fields, bathing in sunshine and harmony of nature. And kissing butterflies. Let's not forget about kissing butterflies. If that is what you prefer, then fine. I sat in my room, okay? And I'm glad I did. Nobody bothered me there, because who would bother to come? I finally got some peace and time for myself. Spent the whole day locked in your room? Why? Why do you care? Oh, I see, you're awfully chirpy. So the reason for this friendly attention is for me to reciprocate and ask about your day. You want to boast to someone. Don't you want to tell me how beautiful the world outside is? How good it was to meet new interesting people, make new friends? Well, how did you spend your day? So I did spend the day enjoying other people's company, people I could actually talk to. They answered without spitting venom. Do you see something wrong with that? Sure, there's nothing wrong with it. If you haven't got your own ideas or thoughts to follow, or interests of your own, go ahead, busy yourself with the lives of others. So you found something better to do with your time? Fine. Can't you like me and share what it was? This is the point where I tell you my deep secret that makes me interesting, worthy, and good. Then we continue with a friendly and fascinating chat and end up holding hands. And I allow your kind words to heal my soul as your gentle caress heals my heart. None of your business. It's annoying the way you constantly pry. Since you're not going to entertain me by getting yelled at, don't you have some other things to do? Speaking with you is no walk in the park, believe me. Ending this conversation is more than fine by me. I prefer to be alone anyway. But do be careful. Those bedbugs can get really big and eat you alive if you let them. Everything is possible in the fairyland you seem to live in, Princess. I wish you well too, Sophia. Good night. Oh, I wonder what Gloria's gonna do. She's gonna be upset with us. We'll have to talk to her. Oh, here she is. She's gonna do this long talk to us about life and stuff. It's gonna be boring. I guess I'll just do it real quick and then I'll end the game, or end for tonight. Cinders, are you awake? I'm awake. I'll be right there. I'll get to work in a minute. No, it's not about that. I just need to talk to you. Alright, Gloria, what is it? What is so important that you have to speak with me at this hour? At this hour? You mean noon? I wanted to speak with you about the way you've been behaving these past few days. Now, there goes my nice morning, or afternoon. It's not like that, Cinders. I actually came here to, well, thank you. Alright, Cinders' imagination. Now you really need to wake up. You're right, our relationship hasn't been very good in the past, but I can see this changing. Well, that's weird. I wasn't even trying to be Gloria's friend, and all of a sudden she wants to be my friend now. Lately, you've started behaving more reasonably and responsibly. You are less self-centered, and more aware of our common interest. I just wanted to tell you that I noticed, and that I appreciate this little bit of support from you, deeply. Oh, well, I'm really surprised. I don't really know how to respond. Thanks, I guess. It wasn't something I planned, you know. This change you speak of. Then miracles do happen. Oh, shush. As Mother always says, causes aren't important, only consequences matter. So no matter what caused you to change, what's important is that you are maturing, and it is a good thing indeed. Excuse me, mature? Yes, becoming an adult. A person who is able to grasp a larger picture, go beyond one's own interests. Also someone who can sacrifice personal happiness for the greater good of the house, if it is necessary. I don't deny that it can be difficult at times, but we are not children anymore. We must realize how we all depend on Camosa, and support her in any way we can. I see. Well, it certainly doesn't play well with my idea of maturity, especially that part about supporting Camosa. Of course you'd say that, just like you. Mother can be a difficult person to get along with, I admit. But her intentions are good. Think about the way she's putting all her strength into giving us a good life. And if you still doubt her, try imagining our lives without her. Don't mind if I do. How long do you think this house would last with her gone? You must understand she won't be here to care for us forever. And I can't do it alone, Cinders. I need your support. No, I guess you're right. Alright, I see your point. As much as I hate to accept it, I think I can agree with at least part of what you're saying. Of course, Camosa means well. It's her house, and we're her daughters after all. At least you are. It's her actions, not her intentions, that I have trouble understanding. Maybe not anymore. Perhaps we're more alike than I had imagined. We're survivors doing what's necessary to cope with the situation we've been presented with. Such insights give you credit, Cinders. They tend to come with age. If that's true, then Camosa must be really old, and her side is completely different than mine. That would explain some things which... Maybe she is a victim of harsh circumstances. Maybe she did have to struggle all the time, and yes, maybe I can't really imagine what she went through. But think about the woman she became, a Black Widow, so spiteful that she hurts her own children. But Cinders! Please, let me finish, Gloria. With all the pain she suffered, there was a lesson there that she missed. Sometimes being nice to people around you can make all the difference in the world. She has no right whatsoever to turn our lives into hell, Gloria, and you know it. She is how she is, Cinders. She is doing her best to mend everything, and it is a great burden. She can be terrible, but only because life can be terrible to her. Surely you don't intend to change her now. Oh yes, no doubt about that. I'm not talking about changing her arachnid nature. I was like, I couldn't read what the word was at first. Okay. I'm talking about changing ours. We could certainly use some improvement in our natures, you know? This picture you are painting in front of my eye seems pleasant, but also not very realistic. It requires one thing which we do not have, mutual agreement. We will not have that as long as we are not of one mind. That is, as long as Sophia keeps up her silly act. Gloria, I doubt that it is Sophia who we should be worrying about in this situation. I'm having trouble picturing her opposed to anything that would bring us more freedom from Camosa. No, Gloria, it's you. You are the unknown in this equation. We can't be sure about your loyalties. Now this is something I didn't expect. You behaving just like Sophia. It would seem that you two have much more in common than meets the eye. You both prefer to spend your time criticizing me, rather than trying to contribute. You could be helping me, helping us somehow. How can we understand each other if you do not even try? Sophia is just a poor broken creature composed of vile and self-pity, the pinnacle result of Camosa's caring upbringing. But, all in all, she is exactly that, and nothing more, a product of the way this family works. She didn't just sprout out of the ground inherently bitter, you know. No, you and Camosa forced her into this mold. You share responsibility for making her the little Miss Sunshine she is now. And where are you going with this? Am I to shower her with sentiment from now on? Why should I, considering the way she behaves towards me? Even if she was mistreated in the past, there's no reason to shut herself away from the world and bark at it from within her room like an angry dog. No, she made up her mind. She does not want me around her. I cannot change that, even if I think that is regrettable. I can't believe this is Gloria, the reasonable speaking now, the one who sees beyond her own selfish interest. If you do acknowledge the fact that you separated yourself from her in the past, do not try to force your way back. You can do this, Gloria. You can get your sister back. You just have to swallow your pride and try really hard. And so you recognize it as well. I am the most reasonable. And I am the only one here that actually does anything to keep up the house. That might be just a bit of an overstatement, Gloria. Each one of us puts some work into how this place works, for better or worse. We just have different perspectives, and so we give a different kind of input, but... surely you realize how naive that sounds. It is something one might say to a slow child to spare its feelings. Oh my gosh, this Gloria talks too much, and she's annoying. I have tried to help you both understand the importance of Camosa's rules, and yet I seem to be the only one capable of understanding the requirements to keep a proper household. Will nobody ever learn? How long am I supposed to guide you and work alone against the laziness and stupidity of others? Has it ever occurred to you that you might not have all the answers? That's because that's the root of the problem right there. Try to be our teacher or disciplinarian. We have no knowledge that we lack, nor a higher status, and you are not a mother. Stop trying to imitate Carmosa. Is this how you think a sister should act? How should I know? Do any of you act like one towards me? I don't know which one to do. Either way, it'll end badly. I'll just apologize. I'm trying to be the nice person, right? You're right. I'm sorry. I guess both sides are always responsible for a relationship. Neither me nor Sophia has made it easier for you. Yet again, the voice of reason speaks on my behalf, and all it took was little honesty with yourself to admit that I am right. You see the argument for my previous behavior now? Stop it. Can you actually hear yourself? I reached out to you and apologized, and what do? You yourself have admitted that I was right and my behavior was correct. I said that both sides are always responsible, so I apologize for my faults towards you, but you're responsible too. How dare you! And we could do what we always do, throw the blame around. I'm sure it's plenty for everyone. We could even share some with the neighbours. How about acting normal for a change? We have had it hard in the past and took it out on each other. Let's start over. And how do you imagine we do that? We could try to act like sisters for starters, or at least like a group of semi-friendly normal girls. Exchange information and basic conversation without bringing out the big guns, you know? Talk. I think I would like that. I'm glad. I promise to treat you better from now on. To act more sister-like. Thank you. Fine, I shall try to put some effort into it and treat you well too. Thank you. I'm happy we finally agreed. And in light of taking care of one another, you are still speaking a bit like Carmosa. Please take more care of yourself and your own needs. Stop trying to become her. Not that again. Gloria, would you please stop for a second to think and answer one simple question truthfully? And what question might that be? What do you like to do? And no, I don't mean something that you feel obligated to do, not a chore, necessity, or an assignment. What do you like to do? What makes you happy? What do you do just for yourself and nobody else? But where are your goals? Where do you see yourself in the future? What will you do when Carmosa is not here and you are able to move on? Where do you want to go? I do not know. I just want to make everything better. This house should work as intended, and it should do so because of me. I want to make everyone happy and keep it all together. Fine, and when you accomplish that, what then? Imagine the house is running smoothly, Carmosa is proud of you and relaxed, all tasks complete. What would you do with all of your free time then? I do not know what to say. Indeed, such a situation seems highly unlikely to occur, so I have not given it any thought. Who are you? What do you know about yourself? I do not know. That's fine. You don't have to answer me. Just yourself. It may take time and effort. That is all I meant. I didn't mean to hurt you. Yet you did. I'm sorry, but I think someone had to say it. You needed to hear it. You're not alone. We all have our issues, and we all have it hard. I am simply concerned about you. You seem lost in Carmosa's expectations. Lost long enough to even lose your true self. And who should I be? That is precisely the question you shouldn't be asking anyone, apart from yourself, that is. We could use a sister, though, especially Sophia needs one. That sounds nice. We all need to work on sorting out our own problems and not waste effort taking things out on each other. This is the only way things will work out. I guess I thought things would work out for the best if I pleased Carmosa. My efforts never seem to be sufficient. I think you're right, and there is no normal life to be found in that path. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's hard for me to accept everything you're saying, my dear. That's fine. We have lived this pattern for so long. We have only started the process of breaking it, and it does not come easily. I'm glad we've had a chance to talk, dear sister. Thank you for really listening. I'm glad as well. So, sisters? How about friends? That is a start. So anyway... Oh, there's another reason I came to see you. Take today for yourself. Oh, that's nice. I do not see a use for you in the house, since everything seems to be running smoothly. Oh, thank you, Gloria. If that is the case, how about taking some time off? Don't you want to do something just for fun? In search of your own interests, like likes and dislikes? No, I don't think it is wise to leave the house unsupervised. I did hear you, though. It is just... But you go ahead. Your life is not easy, so you have the right to use this time for freedom. Well, that's nice. I wish that we could have been on Sophia's good side, but I guess she has her own issues. And they said if you give something, you have to sacrifice something, so we got to be on her side, but Sophia's probably not going to be our best friend. I really appreciate that. I think I will use this time to get out. So... Cinders, do you think Sophia hates me? I couldn't say for sure. It is possible, but regardless of whether she does or doesn't, relationship can be fixed. You know that, don't you? Thank you, friend, for your honesty as well as making an attempt to cheer me up. Have a good day. Yay! We did good. Did good. I kind of want to... I mean, I need to stop. It's like 12 o'clock, but I really want to keep playing, so... Forget that. Hopefully I'm not too loud for anybody who's sleeping or whatever, because I'm in an apartment. I don't think I'm that loud, I'm just talking. Hello there, Hall. Let's see what new surprises you have in store for me today. Because I have to warn you, after the conversation I just had, I'm hard to impress. Hello there, early bird. Oh, only old surprises apparently. You really should try harder next time, Hall. Having a conversation with the room. How bizarrely refreshing. It's good to see you too, Sophia. Now, I never thought I'd say something like this, but here it goes. Camoso was right. Too much reading does make you crazy. But evidently it also makes you interesting. At least interesting enough to make an eternally uptight sister sneak into your room when she thought I wasn't looking. I seriously doubt that she's that naive. Doesn't matter. The real question is, what did she want from you? Did she come to ask for help? So many hours without the chance to struggle for Camoso's approval must have left the poor girl quite disturbed. Come on, Sophia, quit it already. She's actually quite nice to me, relatively speaking. She even had something to say for a change. I think that this was the first time we actually had a normal conversation. Conversation with that hobby? About what, I wonder? Was she giving you advice on how to make yourself spineless? Or were you just discussing boys? You really shouldn't go there, or someone might think that you're jealous. Because of your little chart? Please. Seriously, Sophia, you could really try talking to Gloria someday. Having tea with her without spiking hers with rat poison. I would never do such a thing. Rat poison is easily traceable. I see. I think you've just given me a bit too much information there, Sophia. Oh, you're such a child sometimes. In case you didn't notice, we're living in the middle of a dangerous and unforgiving forest. This place is packed with wild, bloodthirsty predators. And whether we choose to see them or not, they exist. Lovely thought. I will think about it on my trip through the woods today. Oh, you're going out again? I have to eat something first, but yes, I'm going out. Why? I was just wondering what do you actually do when you go out, considering you have no money or friends to speak of. Noticing how much time these little trips to the town can sometimes take you, I couldn't help but think that... Oh, it's silly. I know that I'm going to regret it, but alright, I'll play along. What were you thinking about? Excuse me for being so bold, but do you by any chance go to town to work? To do what? Oh, you know, to make coin. Independently. You are incredible. You guys get what she's saying, you'll see in a minute. Thank you, dear sister. Remember that there's no shame in that line of work, Cinders. They say it's the oldest trade in the world. In case anybody doesn't get it, she means working independently, as in being a streetwalker woman, being a girl on the side of the street, you know, doing stuff that you shouldn't be doing illegally to make the monies. Why would she even say that about her sister? How rude. I'm going now. It must be hard, I know, apart from the axe. There's still the matter of bribing the guards, finding clients. If there is someone I need to find, it's people I can talk to who aren't, you know, dead inside. You can always speak to inanimate objects in rooms should you fail to find any living soul interested in what you have to say. Ah, go to hell. I'll be praying for you, dearest sister. Why is she so mean? Oh, goodness. She's the worst. But she's not, like, I don't hate her. I just think she's crazy. You know what I mean? Anyway. Let's go to town, see what's going on. Oh, shoot. It's about that time to pause. I'm gonna pause and come back. I know I shouldn't play anymore, but I really like playing, so I'm just gonna keep on playing and playing and playing until I'm done. So, hold on, let me get here, and I will pause, and I will be back in a minute, okay?